G'day guys, and welcome to part 2 of our Esperance adventure. Apologies that it took so long. I was really hoping that I'd find that lost SD card that had a lot of my fishing footage and other footage on there, but it just didn't happen, so we're just going to have to make do with what we do have, which still should be pretty cool. So just to recap, we've driven 2 hours past Esperance by car, beach launched the boat, and then driven another couple of hours through some big swell to get out to this area. All the gear was soaked from the spray, including my phone, which now won't charge at all, so it was another reason why we got minimal footage. Our plan is to camp on a remote island. We've done some hardcore Google Earth research and we've looked into a few options, and this island that we're pulling up to now looks like the best one.
Alright, we're just seeing if we can get onto this island. Hopefully we can get into that beach there. We don't really know, we're just going off Google Earth. Yew!
Rope do you have for the
Hey.
a little bit more for the upper end of it, just to have a look what depth of it.
When we did arrive, there was a shallow reef that was not visible from Google Earth, and it actually guarded access to the beach completely, so there was no way that we could actually get on there.
So unfortunately we can't get across this dry patch of reef to get to the beach that we want. So we'll have to come up with another plan.
After looking into a few more options, we finally came across one island that looked to be pretty protected from the big swell. It really had a big cove to it and a lee side that we could pull into, and it stopped all of that big swell and rebound coming into it. The problem with this one is that it was fully reef bottom and it was pretty gnarly at that. So with no sand anchoring possible, it was not going to be the best night's sleep. I knew that. I'd be worried about the boat all night. But it was our best option. So we sat inside the bay there and we just sort of came up with a plan on how we're going to get our gear onto the island.
Hey, are we jumping out the back? Is that the plan?
What do you reckon?
Yeah, come to the back and just reverse.
Back's probably
reverse
easy
into
to
where
get
we were.
on.
Yeah, and climb down.
And then it's easy for me to get out of the way or something.
And I can pass stuff out. Yeah, chop your leg up and prop.
Oh yeah, true.
No, that'll be fine. Beauty.
So, okay.
Are we both going in or just...
Should we do one first? Like just to say it's doable?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. I can jump in.
I vote Gido.
I'll go first, so okay. Yeah.
Plus
If
there was some
anyone
big
can get
girls.
onto an island, I can, eh? It's of
you wanted
course
to do
it's
another
doable.
one.
It's just how uncomfortable and how wet am I going to get? So I'm pretty. It looked like it was about. It looked like it was about.
Well, I'd say I'll
Your
probably
feet
barely
is
touch the bottom as soon as I jump in.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be just.
It'll
out of
be
your
deep.
reach.
It'll probably be twice as deep as you expect.
Yeah.
It always is.
So what are you going to take home?
I'll just take that first, and I'm just going to get what I need.
Yeah.
And like because of the nature of this backpack, unless I hold it underwater, if I can get water in,
Yeah.
it's kind of
It'll just get damp before it gets wet.
Yeah. So I'll go 2 anchors off the front and
Do you want a beer for the road?
Huh?
Beer for the journey?
Why not? Is anyone going to do any fishing off the?
yeah,
land?
I will. Boy, there's a big blue boat under the boat right now. We need to get there to camp.
What?
I got to take a bit of chocolate on land.
After our third attempt getting on an island, this one looks like the most protected. Swell's massive, so it's just wrapping right around, doing a 180 into bays that you would never have thought would get any surge in them. This one looks like the best attempt, but it's going to be tricky anchoring on granite, straight granite. But we've got some of Gido's camps that he'll buckle up once we get in there and lock them into some rocks, and then at least that side will be safe.
I'll probably just do that one with my bodyboard.
Yep.
And I'll just do those ones without.
Why don't we just keep borrowing the bodyboard?
Yeah, I think so. I think the bodyboard is just on every trip.
Yeah.
Sorry?
We'll just borrow the bodyboard.
For every.
Even, you know what, we could, even that bin, eh? Because that's fuel.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna.
Oops, you're going
Or even just put the bin on the bodyboard. 2.5 hours, just over 2.5 till sunset. Tune and water.
I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Yeah? So back it off, eh? Just we open the door up. Rigs out for all the boys, eh?
You've got fans that want to fight you, you've got other blokes on there that want to fuck you.
Lock them all.
Oh, not the second half.
Oh,
Yeah.
I nearly brought a wetsuit.
You nearly brought a lot of things.
I saw it all gone in. I was like, I was so much fun. Maybe I will go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's probably further from those rocks.
Sorry?
Further from these rocks. Like,
Yeah. You don't want to be.
nah, I don't want to be anywhere near that.
We might get some can placements in that team. If not, we're going out the side of the rock.
Yeah, that's cool. Motors in forward is staying on.
Man, I think it'd be better off going up in there. I have to do it. So I'm going to get up that slope.
See what happens. Let us know before you jump and I'll make sure I'm in neutral.
I've lost my board, so I think I can just neutral.
Alright, I'm in neutral. Oh, bitch.
You lost it on me.
You alright?
No, son. This is how we're going to have to get all our gear.
Don't do what I do, eh?
Yeah, yeah. We'll learn from your mistakes.
Yes. Nice, son. So now Gido's just done his first run. He's up, getting chased by geese or something. And he's looking for a spot there he can lock that cam in, and then we'll run the rope back out to me. Sweet. Can't believe it's actually happening.
Yeah, bloody happening, mate.
Always high risk trying to get this stuff onto dry land.
Oh my god. Actually got the SD cards in there. So I'd have to swim back out multiple times.
We might choose a different one. Yeah, good gags.
Good gags. I heard them.
Sweet, that's neutral.
Yeah, ledge.
That was way easier. Problem is that just in front here, there's some very shallow rocks that I don't want to get stuck on. So we're just making sure we've got everything in the dry bags now. Head torch. My phone won't charge, so because of the bloody stupid moisture. So I've got the wireless charger there. Warm clothes, two-way, EPIRBs in my pocket, zipped up. Just trying to keep an eye on the ocean at the same time.
When do you want to do the rope?
I'll probably last.
Last again.
Right, you're in neutral now. Oh, nice. How slippery is the rock? Need socks,
It's not
eh?
too bad there, and then that bit is about to hit is like the real slick stuff. But where the socks or booties or whatever come in, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, ready when you are.
Oh, I'm going to back in a bit first, alright?
Yeah.
You just want to get warm now, don't you?
I just want to get on that island. Let me at it.
Fuck, you're doing well to keep that in on straight.
The water's actually really good. Yeah, surprisingly warm, eh? I did piss in a few times.
And she's nothing to me, not a savior. And I try to forget that I need her. All the times that she left, oh, I'd save her. Oh, I'd save her.
Denise, is it? Oh, at times of dire straits. Nah, it's all good. Just tell him that we're all good until the morning. We're on island, if you want to write it down. I'll call tomorrow at, let's say, 10 o'clock. We'll keep it the same. All right, thanks Denise. Just finished my last check-in call with Pete. We are safely set up. We got anchor off the front, anchor off the back. This was the most protected bay that we could find. We checked about 4 in the end, and stuff that on the satellite image looks like there's no surge at all was getting pretty hammered today with the big periods. The waves were just wrapping right around there. This one was about as good as we get. We did have to paddle onto the rocks, so we had it just getting in as close as we can, boat in neutral, swim all the gear on in dry bags and a bin and a bodyboard, and that seemed to do the job. And it's a pretty amazing south coast night. I mean, it's a bit overcast, but this is just spectacular. We'll do a bit of rock fishing off the rocks, maybe see what Gido can show us, maybe catch some groper, his favourite fish, and have a couple of cheeky vinos and off to bed.
These 3 guys, they pull up on an island, get their stuff out, cameras and crap going. What the hell's going on?
Just a few camera setups, mate. No worries. What are we cooking up, mate?
This is entree.
Yep.
Sashimi bonito.
Beautiful.
And then I got some nanny in there that we will
Tuck into.
We'll cook the nanny, I think.
What are we thinking? Just gonna have it. Oh, we got stuff. Oh
that.
yes, lovely.
Salt, pepper. I do have wraps and salad.
Get all Brody Moss on it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and the old QV.
QP, something different. So we'll try that.
Too good. Ridiculous view. Ridiculous setup. And Gido's just whipped us up some beautiful tuna sashimi, well, bonito sashimi.
Call it tuna, sounds better.
Tuna is the way to go.
Sounds better.
And it's actually very tasty. Yum. And then we got the nanny guy.
Yeah.
Let us know what you need a hand with, mate.
Okay.
Fire's going. Had the sashimi and just going to do a bit of nanny for dinner. Main course. Alright, time for bed. Set my tent up in a way where I can actually keep an eye on a small light on the boat and make sure it's not drifting off anchor. Morning. Morning. Oh, alright. So last night was good fun. You probably didn't see much of the cooking side of things because I stepped on my phone and smashed the screen against a rock, which is pretty good. Head torch, that's broken. Something else broke. So just an update on what the casualties have been so far on the trip. With the spray being so bad, the salt water has damaged my phone and it now won't charge with the charger port, which I did get working briefly so that I could fly the drone, but because the connection was dicky, I ended up losing connection and having to fly back just looking at the distance on the remote controller to see if I was getting further or closer away from home as the sun's going down. So then I'm charging with a wireless charger. I'm charging my phone next to the tent, and I'm getting worried about the boat and not being able to see it at night. Luckily, there's a doodle bug that's flashing in a cup that I've got on the boat, and that's just giving off enough light that I can watch it. So I try and turn my tent around so that I can watch that through a crack in the zipper as I'm trying to sleep. And then in doing the process, I stepped on my phone, which was on charge, and smashed the screen on that one too. And now it's the next morning and I'm walking over to my drone, right? Because as I'm trying to land my drone, I've got low battery, it's about to die. And I've found this patch on some granite that looks like an easy emergency landing, but it's not where I am. So I'm coming down, and then bang, it gets swooped by a bird, and then all that I can see on the camera is the water. So I'm like, yeah, great. I just got bumped into some puddle, and I've probably broken the drone as well. And I'm just walking over to get my drone, which ran out of battery, which is pretty standard, just had to do an emergency landing, but got swooped by a bird on the way down, so I saw it get smacked. And then where it was going to land ended up landing next to it in a puddle, I think. So I'm just going to go and check if that's now broken too. So far it's been an expensive trip, but a good one. Just had to run out of battery right where all these birds are. Oh, here it is. Nah. He might be okay. Oh, look how close that was. Forecast is a little windier than expected. Sorry. The winds are a little bit heavier than expected. Just about to start paddling the stuff back over to the boat, which is going to be real fun in a howling onshore. What are you doing there, mate?
Minimise chances of everything.
Probably can't hear anything in this wind, but it's all good. Yeah.